I think the professional photographers focuses not for only just interest. So what is the main focus on your project in Mongolia, especially on this project?
For me in general, even before I got to Mongolia, Mongolia was always this mystery, this country you can barely find information about or can barely see things from. So for me, when I got here, the first thing I really want to do was just tell people the things I saw. And it's just everything you do here is so new, so fresh. Even you had a lot of photographers and journalists being here, still there are so many secrets and so many things that people are just starting to understand or starting to see. And as a photographer and as a documentarist, Mongolia, I think, is one of the purest windows to all times. I think it's one of the last countries you just go in straight lines from one point to another. I need to get from the capital to the west and just go straight. There's no road, there's no signs, and I think it's beautiful. It's interesting, so much fun to play with. Just another reason to come back and try again and tell the stories.
What was the most powerful thing in Eagle Hunters in Bioki? The most powerful thing.
Proudful?
Yeah.
Oh, so many things I can say. I'm really glad that I did it. And I'm also really glad that I found a way to tell the story. Usually when I leave projects or I leave a story I'm trying to work on, I come out with a feeling of a 50-50. Like I did this, I could have done this, I should have done that. But from this project, because I had a lot of time to think about it and work on it, almost a year, I came out really focused. And I think I came out with images I'm proud to show. So this was very special for me. And also, I've done stuff I would never think I would do. Going on a horseback for 4.5 hours up a mountain. Every second you feel your horse slipping down and you're scared as hell. Everything is snowy and you don't know where you're going. And it's freezing, but that's exactly the things I love. Because the further you go, the harder you work for it. The better the images you can take, the better the story you can tell. And for me, it didn't matter. I think we drove over 1,000 kilometers in Ulgi province, even probably more. And that's hours of climbing, of driving, and trying to talk with people to do things. But in the end, to have the product, to have the project ready and done, it's just the best experience, especially for photographers, especially to be able to tell that story. And so many fun things, so many dangerous things.
There's so many interesting things, yeah?
Yeah. For a young man, that's a really best way to do.
Okay. So do you plan the next project in Mongolia?
I have a couple of things in mind. I was really interested in working with shamans and Mongolian shamanism for a long time, but still, I need time to work on it, I need time to research about it, and to get it going, I usually want to know more about my subjects and the idea before I start. And it's really hard to find information about Mongolian in general, but I'm getting there. I'm working on it.
So when will you start your project?
I hope soon. I hope really soon. Yeah. Also need to get budgets and stuff like that for it.
Yeah.
I hope so. I really hope so. To be here back in next year, of course.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming, and then thank you so much for interesting interview.
Thank you very much for having me.
National Times-ийн та бүхэнд өөрөөр ярилцах цаг нэвтрүүлгийн өнөөдрийн дугаарыг хүргэлээ. Бидний өнөөдрийн зочноор гэрэл зурагчин Svidensky оролцлоо. Та бүхэнд баярлалаа.